Hello friends, welcome back to Miss Mo's Vegan Kitchen, coming to you from Toronto, Canada. Look at my hair, such a mess. Oh my gosh, it's okay. I was just oh, the sink monster. Okay, today we have fish, which is the banana blossoms. I was going to film it, but friends, I get really super nervous if I'm deep frying stuff, which I never do. So I need to concentrate on what I'm doing because I'm scared that I'm going to like set my house on fire. I just used one of our regular pots and put like this much vegetable oil and then deep fried it. I'll explain everything. Regular French fries and some more roasted asparagus because I bought 2 yesterday or the day before, whatever it was. I have some lemon water today. I need to go buy some fresh mint again because I love lemon water with mint. Did I not actually? I didn't grab a fork, friends. It's okay. Finger food. I also have some, can't see that, homemade tartar sauce. It's just like mayo with relish and pepper. But I'm kind of intrigued by this. So the banana blossoms come in a can. We showed you the can a couple of times, right? We got it at the Asian market. I love asparagus. I think it's my favorite. Okay. Asparagus is my favorite, but a fresh roasted cob of corn, nothing beats that. I try not to eat it, as you know, because of Axel. I had it in my burrito bowl, but I didn't warm it up or anything, so he didn't smell it. Because the smell alone, he doesn't like it. So. Okay. So you have to rinse the banana blossoms really well. Because they come, oh, I'm supposed to dip it in the, whatever, in the tartar sauce. Wow. It's a weird texture. It kind of reminds me of artichokes. And I've only eaten them in dip. That's really good. Charlie, no. Okay, so you wash them off with the water. Let them drain a bit. And then you marinate them. Now, the recipe that I looked at online was like a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't have. So I made up my own recipe. Because that's what I do. So I used Bragg's liquid aminos, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some paprika, some curry powder, thyme, lemon juice. I think that's it. tossed it around to marinate. Oh, and some crumpled nori sheets. Just one, like a big huge nori sheet for sushi, to give it that seaweedy, fishy flavor, right? Then I let it marinate for about 20 minutes while we were making everything else. Then I made the batter. And that was Bob's Red Mill gluten-free all-purpose flour. And then the same spices that I marinated it in. So paprika, curry powder, salt and pepper, thyme, and a little bit of soy milk. Till it made a batter. And then I just dipped them in it and deep fried it for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Friends, it's so good. Does anyone else get nervous when they're deep frying stuff? I'm not a fan. I was thinking about getting an air fryer, but we really don't have the room. Because I feel like you need to leave that out, right? Oh well, it's okay. We don't deep fry enough. That was my first time ever trying banana blossom, and they have a really nice taste. Well, you're tasting the marinade. I didn't taste them plain, but I'm assuming that they don't taste like much. Oh my gosh, friends. I'm so hungry. Did you all watch the video of our first pop-up? I had linked it down in the description below of our last video where I was showing you the menu and everything. And someone had mentioned that I should put in my title what I'm actually eating, so I'm going to start doing that again. I was doing it before, and then someone had said that I would probably get more traffic if I had put it in the description, so maybe I'll just do both, in the title and the description. Did I say it wrong there a minute ago? Oh, it's okay. And the channel that I was trying to remember the other day is called Boys Are Us. They're so cute. Oh my god, I love them. One of them is Puerto Rican, right? And his mom cooks them this amazing food. Like, oh. So I said, I need to make some vegan Puerto Rican food. It's all about the spices, baby. I will say that the recipe called for cornstarch, and we can't use cornstarch because of Axel's allergy. But I think if you put the cornstarch in, it gives it a much crispier outside. And if I had had the oil higher, it would have been better, but I was so nervous, as I said. So, story time. I think I might have actually told you this, though. It's ringing a bell that I've said it to you. Where this one time, I was making sweet and sour crispy tofu and I wanted to fry it, like deep fry it. I was all excited because it's so much better. And it's really crispy. And I got everything ready. And I had the pan with the oil in it. And I like move everything off the stove so that nothing gets splattered. I'm super nervous, like I said. And there's a reason. because things like this happen. So we buy a lot of our flours, like all-purpose flour, rice flour, potato flour, and stuff like that. At the Asian market. Not all-purpose flour, but the rice flour, tapioca starch, potato flour. They have all of those, mochi flour. And the bags look the exact same. Well, this one time when I was doing it, I accidentally grabbed tapioca starch instead of rice flour. Excuse me. And that, my friends, is like a thickening agent. It went sour fast, let me tell you. So I mixed the batter. I had all the tofu ready, and it was marinated and everything, and I was all excited. And I put it in the batter, and then I put it in the hot oil. And at first, it was fine. Like, the few first pieces came out completely fine. So I don't know if it was because the oil was hot enough that the pieces of tofu didn't actually touch the bottom of the pan. But then, all of a sudden, I noticed that it was kind of changing. Like, the sound was changing, the way it looked was changing. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And then I grabbed the tongs, because I have separate tongs and everything. And I went to pick up one of the pieces of tofu, and it was stuck to the bottom. So I was like, oh gosh, okay. You know, sometimes it sticks to the bottom until it's cooked a little bit, and then it automatically separates and there's no issues. Well, not this piece. It caused a bubble of boiling oil to land on my hand. A big, huge, like, just picture your pot of hot boiling oil, and it bubbled up the whole thing, and it just went, whoosh. I screamed. Kevin and Axel were on their way out the door to go somewhere, I can't remember where, and they came running back in, and my hand was like melted, honest to God. I'm so thankful that I didn't have a ring on, because it probably would have caused severe damage at that point. And I froze. I was in so much pain. And I just was like, oh my God. So I moved the pan off the stove. And I put my hand under cold water. Actually, room temperature water. And it instantly started blistering. And the skin was like, it was just so bad, friends. I can't even. And then there was marks all over my skin. I still have scars from it all, which is one of the reasons why I get nervous with my hands all the time. And I mean, I cook with my hands. I crochet with my hands. I need my hands. So it took, I don't know how many weeks for it to heal. It was ridiculous. I had to wrap it with gauze. I went to the doctor, and they just made sure that there was no infection or anything. I had to wrap it with gauze, and I had to put this special cream on it, like not antibiotic. Why can't I think of the name right now? Anyway, it was to just make sure that it didn't get infected. And I had to sleep a certain way and put my hand on a pillow. You couldn't even touch it. It was just excruciating pain. Oh, Divine Munchies is going through the same thing right now. Star, she just is healing from an oil burn. And friends, like, all between my fingers, it was so bad. And then once it started to heal, and my skin was just awful, just put it that way, it was awful. I started using colloidal silver spray. Now, I don't know if everybody knows what that is. It's a natural product. I had gotten it years ago when I had gotten bitten by a dog, and somebody recommended getting colloidal silver spray to help with the scarring, and it did help a lot. So I started putting that on pretty much day and night. I would do it in the morning, and I would do it before bed, and then I would wrap it with the gauze. Excuse me. And everything was so awful, friends. But honestly, you can only see it sometimes. And when I go out in the cold, because of my eczema, my hands get irritated anyway, as you've seen in different videos where it's all bad in the middle of my fingers. But when it gets really, really cold, I don't know if it's because it's newer skin or if it's because the skin was damaged, because obviously all that old skin peeled off. And my hand will have a mark, and you can feel it. It feels like dragon skin, like snake skin. It's so weird. And that is why I am super nervous when I am deep frying stuff. So tonight, I made the 4 that I made were completely fine. So we got 2 pieces each. And then the 5th one that I put in, it was cooking and cooking and cooking. And then all of a sudden it got this really weird noise. And Axel and I both stared at the stove oh my God. I was so nervous because I was just picturing that bubbling up thing again. And I was so scared. So tonight I didn't use any starch at all, just flour. Oh my gosh. And even you got to be careful if you use anything to go into the oil that it hasn't touched water, because that will cause a huge, not a bubble up like that did, but it'll make it, jump at you and stuff. Oh my gosh, friends. It was so scary and hurtful, painful. Woo. Anyway, that's my story time for tonight, friends. And I went to church today with Jan. We had an amazing time. Oh my gosh. Maurice Tomlinson was the guest speaker, and he had such a beautiful speech. And then the gospel choir that was there, I recorded them. So I think I might put up the song and just have it on there. And even one of the people who works there, she came up to me and she's like, I saw that you were recording that and yours looked great. Do you mind sending it to me? So I went to send it to her, but you can't send over 25 something of memory via email, so I guess I'm gonna have to try and do it somehow else. Maybe I can just upload it onto YouTube and send her the link. There you go, problem solved. So it was just beautiful, their voices and their energy. And honestly, I want to show you, because when you walk into this church, so I grew up going to Catholic church, as you know, and it was very the church was decorated, but it was very, how do you say, straight. Well, you walk into this church, honey, and it is not even close to the same. It is amazing. There's pride flags. There's trans pride flags. There's rainbows everywhere. There's every kind of love and acceptance, and just be who you are, and God loves you. It's just the most beautiful feeling in the world. And when I went up for my blessing today, the priest was like, he puts the oil on your head, he anoints you with oil, and then he says the blessing for you. And afterwards he looks straight at me and he's like, I just want you to know that you are deserving of love, and you are loved. And I was like, oh my gosh. My heart was just beating so fast, because it just gives you such joy. And oh my gosh, he's so beautiful. I love him so much. Okay, friends, I'm gonna let you go. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when we put up a new video. We love you, so please love yourself, because you are worth it. Keep smiling and stay blessed, my friends.